Discover animate.reactnative.com, your go-to platform for premium, customizable, and ready-to-use React Native animations. There are over 120 different animations that are going to save you time, enhance your app, and, in my opinion, is the perfect collection if you'd like to learn more about React Native animations. Visit animate.reactnative.com. Discover animate.reactnative.com, your go-to platform for premium.
Alrighty, guys. How is everyone doing? Let me know down in the comments. Where are you watching from? All the thingy. I have recovered with the voice because the past 2 weeks were like crazy. It's like I'm still recovering though, but yeah, it was painful. I was on antibiotics for 2 weeks, but anyway, so now I'm okay. I hope that you can hear me well. Everything is good. So let's see how is everyone doing. Is the stream is streaming? Yes, you can hear me, you can feel me. Did I post a tweet? Yes, so I've tweeted about it. Great. I will leave this here. Anyway, so another session of done in 60 minutes. I'm trying to recreate. Let me share the screen a bit. So I have created this carousel on animate.reactnative.com, but it's using the built-in animated API. And I would like to... Most probably I'll not be fetching anything from pixels, or maybe I will, I don't know. Maybe I'll be using tan stack or something. But I would like to get this animation, right? So yeah, you have the cards, and at the top we have the author basically, and in the background, I'm not sure if you can see it from the stream, but it's the same image basically with a blur radius attached to it, right? So this is the plan. Let's see how much we can do in in 60 minutes. I'm not even sure if I'll have 60 minutes because my kids are going to come back from school, but yeah, we will figure it out. Let's get started. By the way, the QR code from the bottom of this live stream, you can let me actually see if this is working. So expo start. You should be able now to scan that QR code, and yeah, hi Mo. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Still recovering though, but way better. I was just recording something, oh man, last week on Thursday, on Friday, or Friday. I'm not exactly sure what day, but I was coughing like once every 10 seconds or so. It's like, it's incredible, man. It's like I had something in my throat. Anyway, but let's keep moving. So in case this live, in case the QR code is not working, you can go ahead on I cannot write a thingy here. What? How can I write? Close. You can go ahead here. So you can go ahead on animate.reactnative.com/live and scan the QR code. Run it on you have all the instructions here, so you need to have Expo Go installed and whatnot. So let's start. Let me see what I have here. So I have this guy here. Okay. Let's use the same thingy. What am I doing here? So fetching. Okay, I get the photos. Okay, so let me actually, do I have an entry point here? It's aptsx, right? So there is no entry point. Okay. Do I have tan stack installed? React query. No. So let's install React query. Not here. So I'll do bun add done stack React query. Okay. And close this guy here. Let's go back to app. Let me close the things here. Not wallpapers app. So I have that's weird. So I need to have a new function. Call it wallpapers, and this should render wallpapers. And this entire view should be let me create actually a file here. Query client. I'm just trying to get a query client. So export const query client. It's a new query client like this. Go back to the app and I'll add here. I can't remember the name. Import something from React query. Do I have a provider something? Query client. Do I have? This is the query client? Can't remember. Tan stack React query. Read the docs. Fast. Installation. Okay, not installation. Dev tool. Quick start. Query client provider. Okay. Query client provider. Okay, let's import that and add the query client. It's a query client. Okay, great. So nothing should change. Okay, I may need this URL and collection. Do I have .env file? No. This is going to be tricky. How can I do it? Let me make myself just and create an env file. Pexels API key, it's equal to, let me grab it. I have an API key here. Okay. I think I need to restart the server. Okay, I think we are okay. Let me go back. Alrighty. Let's see. So I have I've added the API key anyway. So just because Pexels doesn't allow you to refetch or recreate another API key for some reason. I don't know exactly what's happening. So let me paste the. Where is the code? This is the code. This is the API, and this is the collection. Do I need a collection? No, not really. I'll just take those wallpapers. It's okay. So const URI it's equal to oops. Okay. And here inside the wallpapers, I'm gonna do data is loading. It's equal to a use query. Oops. Query key is going to be wallpapers collection, and query function is going to be async. And I'll be doing res, it's equal to await, fetch. I'm gonna fetch this URI. I'm gonna add headers as its authorization, barrier, and Pexels API key. Okay. Why is this complaining? Okay. And then XXJSON because why not? And we are just console logging res and then return res.data, maybe, I don't know, returning res. Okay, hit refresh and let's see if the API is actually working. Still loading. I may be closing the QR code just because, you know, it's serving it through an ngrok and it's really, yeah, unauthorized. Okay, let me move again here. Do I have access to this? Okay, so that's do I need to clear it? I will do a query client const API key. Okay, I've just moved the it's retarded. Let me move it back. So it's unauthorized. Okay, but I have it here, so API key. Okay, it's still unauthorized. Okay, so that was not a problem with the API key. Maybe they've changed the pixels, maybe API pixels come. No, pixels, API and documentation, documentation, search. Can I search for photos? Yes, I can search for photos. Authorization, oh, there is no barrier. Okay, authorization is just the API key. Okay. So now we're working with something, and I would like to get the photos. Okay, type photo, it's equal to this guy here. So let me do it like number string number string string boolean. What have I done? No, make this larger. Okay, and this one is going to be a string. And what else do we have? So we have next page. Okay, type search payload, it's equal to this guy plus photos, which is photo. Okay, I don't care about the rest. So it's this is a number. Okay. So this one is going to receive search payload. Okay, and so data. This is actually a search payload, and this is going to return photos. Okay. Okay. As this guy, and I can actually do res.photos. Okay. As unknown as. Okay. Great. Yeah, thanks Thiago. Arham, hey man, good luck. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's not about good luck, it's about fate and hard working. But anyways, so we have some data, right? So if I'm gonna say here, if it's loading, then what's happening? Text. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna, if it's loading, I'm gonna return directly a view with an activity indicator from React Native. Size is going to be large, and style flex1, justify the center items to the center. Okay. So let's add here if it's not loading. Okay, so we have the loading indicator here, just in case if it's loading. Okay, now let's render the thingy. So the thingy is going to have what parts? So if I go back, I don't need this part anymore. So let's render the carousel. Let's create the carousel. So I'll do, but why is this wallpapers? Let me actually create a new, let me create a new file, wallpapers tsx. Yes, create it, paste everything here and import the missing parts. Activity indicator, boom, boom, boom. Okay, and the app export wallpapers from wallpapers. Okay, and now let's give it a try. Use query doesn't exist. Okay. Don't worry, my friend. We are going to nail it. Photo, API key, and API key. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to work. And now let's create a carousel, right? And we are going to use an animated flat list. Animated is coming from React Native Reanimated. Data is going to be data, and key extractor is going to be, do we have a key? Ooh, photo item dot. Interesting. Okay. Can I do console log here data 0? Okay, and return. So it's indeed an object, right? I don't know why is this complaining. As a flat list key extractor, flat list is not defined. Let me import it. Key extractor item dot. Why is this complaining, man? Key extractor. What's happening? It's photo. Oh, okay. Never mind. Type. I was missing some types, so it should be an object right? So okay. Never mind. So it's an animated item dot id, and this should be a string. Okay, and now this is complaining because it's missing the render item. So let's add the render item. We are going to get the item and the index, and we are going to return a slide, and the slide is going to have the index as index, the item as item, and actually the photo, why not, as item. And what else? We are going to also add scroll X, right? Okay, and let's create this small thingy. We don't need a console log anymore. Let me close the terminal as well. So we are going to have a function slide. We are going to get the photo and the index, and photo it's photo and index is number, and we are going to return a view, and inside this view we are going to render an image, and the image is going to have something. Yeah, we need to create a constant. So const slide width is going to be width multiplied by 0.7, and get the width. Dimensions, get window. Great, and slide height is going to be equal to slide width multiplied by 167. Okay, so style, width, slide, slide width, height, slide height. But actually this is going to be applied to the view itself, and image is going to have a flex 1, and source, import image, source is going to be URI, it's photo dot source dot medium, let's say. Okay, medium is too small, large. Okay, so we have something, right? So if we hit refresh, guys, I think I'm gonna, because this is going to engrok, so most probably let me the QR code from the live stream is not going to work anymore, because yeah, it's painful. You see how fast it is locally, because it's going to engrok, and yeah, anyway. So yeah, we have this this thingy here. So we have the carousel, everything is working. What else? Let me make this. Let me do this 6. Is 6 good enough? Okay. So the thing is that now I would like to have here a border radius of 12, let's say, and also overflow hidden. The reason why I'm doing overflow hidden is because I'm gonna animate this image and I'm gonna apply some scale. So if you're not the active slide, I'm gonna apply a scale of 1.2, right? So you see, this is woof, coming, this is moving, you know. So to create this effect, you basically have the container, which is the view itself, right? And this image should be animated with a scale. And if you are going to make it overflow hidden and apply a scale to the image and animate that scale, it's going to appear like it's a zoom in, zoom out effect. So yeah, pretty easy effect, I would say. So I think I'm pretty happy with this guy here. What else? So let's do the horizontal stuff. So this is going to be horizontal. Okay. And I would like to create some space between the items, right? So let's create that spacing. Spacing is going to be, let's say, 18. Okay. And I'm gonna add here a content container style. It's gap, it's spacing. Okay. And now each individual slide is going to be the slide width plus the spacing, right? And because I need to know that, because actually I don't care that much. I care because I would like to snap into place, right? So we are going to use snap to interval to create this pagination. But then I would like to start from the middle, right? So let's position that now. So I will say padding horizontal. It's equal to width minus slide width divided by 2. Everything divided by 2, actually. Right? So now we start from middle. And I think this looks okay. And the last slide should also be aligned in the middle. Okay, that's great. And now the snap into interval. So snap to interval is going to be slide width plus spacing. Okay, and I will also need the deceleration rate to be fast. So it's going to snap faster. Okay, so let's refresh. Look. This is great, guys. It's done. I'm done. Great. that's it basically. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But we have a good start so far. We can also change. I believe we can make it even bigger, right? Yeah. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good. I can also go to the app or where we render the flat list. Actually here, I'm gonna wrap everything with the style of flex one, background color red. So it's going to be it's going to take the entire space. And I believe it's line items the center. No, of course it's the other way around. Anyway, it's not. Oh yeah, of course. So style. We need to flex grow 0. It's the classic flat list. So flat list is taking by default the entire space, right? So if you'd like to stretch based on the biggest content within that flat list, especially when you have a horizontal list, you need to flex grow basically. So now if I apply a background color here as red, you'll see that this is only basically the slide height, right? Because this is the biggest content within that list. So without this flex grow, you'll see it's taking the entire space. And we don't actually want that. We just want to have this small thingy. Also show horizontal to be false. Let me change a bit the things here. So snap into interval. This guy should be here, and actually scrolling stuff. Okay. By the way, let me know down in the comments if it's okay, like the font size in the editor, because for me it's okay because I'm on a 4K display, but you know. Maybe on the live stream or on the recording is not great. So yeah, let me know there in the comments. Anyway, so we basically have created this carousel, right? And now let's get the X value of the scroll and send it to each individual slide so we can animate, right? We can use interpolate, we can use all the funky things with index -1, index and index +1 problem, right? This is the problem that you'll always encounter in any animated carousel. You need to know the neighbors, or the neighbors, it's in what position this slide might be, right? So this slide is basically in an index. If I move to the next one, it's going to be index +1 because I'm increasing the index while scrolling on the right. If I'm scrolling on the left, I'm just decreasing the index. So it's the other way around of thinking. So anyway, okay. Oh man. Anyway, so we have the index, and let's create here scroll X. It's a use shared value that's starting from 0, and on scroll is going to be use animated scroll handler, and take the offset, apply it to the X, modify the X, scroll X. And now scrolling event. Okay, we have an on scroll, which is on scroll, and scroll event throttle. Let's run it at 60 FPS, which is 16 milliseconds. So whenever I'll repeat this on every stream. The scroll event throttle 16 is coming from this beautiful math formula. It's basically getting an event every 16 milliseconds. Yeah. Anyway, so now nothing should happen because we need to pass the scroll X to the slide. Let's adapt the props. Let's also create this slide props. We have here type slide props. It's equal to this one plus we have a scroll X as a shared value as a number. Okay, and actually the scroll X, I would like to divide it. I would like to divide this by the slide width plus spacing. Okay, so in this way I'm actually getting the indexes rather than the offset X, which is great. I think we're doing a great job here. So now basically the scroll X is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get the point, right? And let's create the styles. So the styles is going to be a useAnimated style that's coming from React Native Reanimated. And we are going to return, we are going to transform scale, and we are going to interpolate this scroll X value with an input range as index minus 1, index plus 1, and the output range is going to be 1.2, 1, and 1.2. And import interpolate. So if you are outside of, if you are in the neighbors here, the scale of the image is going to be 1.2, and we can also extrapolate clamp, because we don't care about the rest, so we don't, we are not going to calculate for the rest of the slides, because we know that we only have 3 different items visible on the screen. Should the throttle not be the device screen refresh rate automatically? Why do we need to cap it at 60 FPS? Yeah, I think this is how is the maximum that you are going to get. As far as I know from the React Native source code, this is the maximum that you are going to get. Everything below 16 as a scroll event throttle is going to fall back to 16 basically. So and about the refresh rate, yeah, unfortunately you are not going to get this event more than 60 times a second, as far as I know, with flat list. If this is wrong, please correct me, but I'm 99.9% sure that this is the case. Why you need to cap it, and why is not automatically? Well, it's not automatically because from time to time you don't need that event to come at 60 times a second, basically. So there are you might create like lists that don't require that intense event, right? So maybe you are going to get it once every second, or even, I don't know, twice a second, right? So you don't care that much. But in case when you'd like to animate things, you should be getting it at least 30 times a second, I believe, just to make sense, to make from that animation something. Okay, so now with these styles, let's convert this to be an animated and apply the styles. Boom. And like magic, I think we have something that's moving on the screen. Let's increase this by 3. Okay. So this is working. Okay. I'm not sure if you can see it from let me make it even bigger just for the stream. I'm not sure that if you can see it or not. I think you can see it. Okay, so we got this part with the book. I think it's actually bigger, right? So maybe, oops, it's maybe 6. Yeah, I think yeah, this yeah, that's 6. 1.6 is better. Okay, what else we can do here? I think we are okay with it. Now I would like to display the active image as a background, but apply a blur and animate everything all together. So in order to do so, I'm gonna create a sibling of this flat list, and I'm gonna pretty much render all the images. So I'm gonna map through the data get a photo, and render here an image for now, an image with a source was photo. We also need the key, so I'm gonna say bg photo and photo.id, and style is going to be style sheet absolute fill object. Okay, and have I done something? View, okay, style style sheet absolute fill object as well here. Okay, so let me decrease the opacity to this for now. Okay, so we have everything placed on top of each other, so we need to decrement basically the actually we don't care. So what's going to happen now is we are going to animate and display only the image for basically the scroll X index is going, and this index of each individual image is going to determine which one is the active one, right? So what we need to do is let's move this into like backdrop image, and also pass the scroll X and the data as data. Okay, or yes, I think it's okay. It's okay like that. No, not really. We don't care, right? Yeah, but we definitely need to move this image. So backdrop image is going to get the photo as photo. We need the index as index, and we need the scroll X as scroll X, and create this function. So function backdrop image is going to get exactly the same as the slide, like we want, and convert this into an animated. Nothing should change, right? Okay, but we need a key. So we need a key. Let's add a key. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, the key should be first. Index like that. Okay. Now what we need to do is to animate the opacity. So opacity. Come on, styles. It's a use animated style, and we are going to animate the opacity. We are going to interpolate again the scroll X value. The index -1, of course, index +1. And we are going to say, you know, if you are outside of your range of your active index, you are going to be opacity 0, otherwise it's opacity 1. So in this way, we basically, if we are going to apply the style to the images, we are going to see only the first image because that's the active index, right? So if I press save, boom, this is the active index. And if I remove, now you see, it's magic. It's like, it's so nice, man. It's like when everything works and makes sense in your head, it's a nice feeling, you see? Okay. We can also display everything, you know, all together. So basically, yeah, anyway, no, it's okay. This is the mix, okay. But let me bring back the opacity for a second. Opacity, let me do it 0. Okay. What I would like to do is I would like to add a blur. So backdrop image. To this image, I would like to add a blur. So blur radius is going to be, let's say, 60. You see? So we are going to blur it. So whenever you are changing, crazy. Okay, and maybe it's too much. I'm just talking out loud here. Maybe too much. 30. I think 30 is okay. Yeah, 30 should be okay. Okay, and opacity 0. I'm gonna make this opacity 1. Okay. I don't like the scale. The scale is too much. Maybe 0.4. Yeah, I think it's better now. Okay. All right. Let's add some shadow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the shadow, right? Bum 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 bum. Are also rotating. Aha, got you. So they are also rotating. Okay, let's rotate the images as well. So I believe it's rotate on the z-axis, right? So we can interpolate this. So it's degrees, and we can add 0 degrees when it's active. If you're moving on the right, I'm gonna rotate it 10 degrees, otherwise it's minus 10. Okay, something like that. Maybe more, 15 degrees. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, I think now the zoom makes more sense to make it bigger. Yeah, I think this looks okay. This definitely looks okay. I can also add a background color here. So I think we can add a background color as 000. So in this way we can also lower down a bit the opacity of the images. But first I would like to fetch. Where is the fetch? Fetch URI. Let's add mobile wallpaper. Okay, because yeah, I think we have better wallpapers now. It's looking okay. I think I can make the slider a little bit bigger. So slide height, it's maybe 6, maybe even more. No. I think 76. Yeah, I think this looks okay. What do you think, guys? Of course, we can definitely add a shadow. So to do a shadow, because we have an overflow hidden here, we actually need to do we need to wrap this into another view. I want to keep the structure cleaner. I don't want to have that many views, but anyway, so I'll add a shadow color, shadow offset of 0, shadow opacity, and a shadow radius of maybe 20. It's too much, yeah. So the height, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna add the height here. And now there is an issue because flat list has flex grow, and you're not going to see the shadow. That's a bummer. I'll fake it. I'll fake it, guys. So I'm gonna remove the flex grow, okay, and I'm gonna justify the content to the center. Align items. Yes. So now you see the fantastic animation. Can we achieve same thing on Android side? I think this is working on Android. So let's open up the emulator. This is definitely going to work on Android. So let me open up the emulator here. Look. Yes, so you see, this is actually working on Android as well. Look. Okay. Yeah. So this is definitely working on Android. Maybe, oh yeah, you don't have a shadow because maybe of elevation 5 or something. I don't know exactly how. I don't know how. Maybe you need a background color of red. I don't know. It's like I don't know, guys. How border radius? Actually, there is a border. Maybe elevation 7. Oops. There is a border radius, but we also need border shadows. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know. This is actually quite okay, I would say. So it's working on Android. So I'm gonna close Android for now because I will stick only with the with iOS for now. And the thing is that we also have this thingy here, right? This container here, this is the pain in the butt, you know? It's like, oh no. Okay. This is a pain in the butt. This actually, if you're taking a look at this animation, this guy actually fake it out. It's like it's faking it. This is not based on the scroll here. You see? Fuck. Epic. Hi Dragos. Yeah, actually I want to have it like this. But what we can do, wow man, is like you gave me, let's create another style. So container styles. It's equal to use animated. Actually, I'm gonna copy the scale. So I'm gonna return. What's no, not this one. Use animated style. And this one should be a transform, and the scale is going to be 0.97 or 94 on the sides. Come on. Like what? What's use animated style has return oh okay, sorry, return this guy here. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. And where we have the container, so this guy, okay, and we can add to it a little bit of this container styles. So in this way we create this small thing, you see? Look, like there is a difference between the elements, right? So look. I think this looks okay. Maybe 92. Yeah, so you see, it's like look, maybe 96. Yeah, I think just a little bit, you know, it shouldn't be, but it's just creating Yeah, all the examples are going to be available on animate.reactnative.com. Okay, so I lost the focus a bit. Um, let's create this the text here. Okay, and for that I'm gonna use the same thing as here, because I don't like putting it inside the flat list, but rather I can map through all the data and render them. Uh, yes, yeah. I think I'm gonna render everything all together. So I'm gonna say here, this is a view, and yeah, I think it's okay. So this time I'll like to say author details, right? So actually I need to map. So data map photo, and I also need the same deal, you know. And here I'm gonna render the author details. I'm gonna pass the key as author details photo ID index, and again the photo. Why not? It's too much detail, right? What do I have here? So I have the photographer. This is a name, right? Yes. What else is displayed here? Yeah, no, nothing more. In my original example, explore some. This is retarded. Pixels. Let's go to the API. Search. What else do we have here? Yeah. Oh, there is also an alt text. Okay, that's good. So we can display the author name and also so author details. Do I need? Yeah, I also need the scroll X. Okay, and let's create this author. So I'll say function author is the same as the slide props, and it's going to return a view, and this view is going to contain a text as the photographer, and another text. Let's import text, and another text as alt. Okay, so we are good. We're good now. So we are displaying everything all together, right? And what I would like to do, so let's create here a gap of 4, let's say, between the items, right? And for the heading, I would like to have a font size of 18 maybe, and color white, or maybe can I use the photo average color? Yes, this average color. I would love to mix it, you know, because it's not looking great. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it as white for now, and a font weight of 700. Okay, and actually color maybe here, photo average. No, it's white, but I'll apply an opacity of 0.8 maybe, or even more, even 0.6, you know, even more, 0.5. Yes, okay, great. But this guy is going to be position absolute. Okay, so they're going to be on top of each other. Okay. But now you see, Okay. Okay, so I need to specify to this view. Let's give the background color red, right? So it's 0 basically. But what about adding a 0.3 flex? Or even more, maybe 0.5. Because I don't want to make it half-half, right? So what's the UI here? So I just taking, you know, some space. But I can also add it directly here. So where we take the width, what's happening? We have so many imports. So height. So we have a flex grow. If I'm doing a flex 1, this is going to split in 2, right? The thingy. But I'm gonna add a height of height multiplied by 25. Let's calculate a bit. So yeah, actually I can do height minus a slide height, right? So we are going to push everything down, and do I care about anything else? Not really, right? Yeah, I think we are okay with this container. So basically we can place anything here, and we can remove the background color for now, and we can do justify content center and align items to the center. Okay. But this is going to make the author, so you see the title is not properly aligned. Let's add here a background color red, and if I add a flex 0.3, maybe not 0.3, a height of 30%. I think we are good now. And of course the width should be 100%. Yes, and we need to justify the content the center, and or do we? No, only aligning the items to the center, right? So in this way the title is going to always be here, basically the name of the author, and text transform, I'm gonna say capitalized. For some reason the photographer name is not capitalized. Capitalized, it's epic. Okay, so let's remove the red. We are good so far. So everything it's here. It's okay. It's okay. And now let's start with the styles. So styles, it's use animated style. We are going to modify the opacity first. So opacity, we are going to interpolate exactly the same and apply the style. So animated. Do we actually want this here? Not really, right? Yes, we actually want it here. So let's apply the styles. Okay, so now if we move, it's the same author. Come on. Okay, it's not the same author. Okay. What I don't like is I would like to add a padding horizontal of width multiplied by 0.2. 0.1, 0.2. And Do I need a text align center? Point one. Do we have? Yeah, I think it's okay. If I do a margin horizontal and add a background, and this is actually 80. Okay. So this is okay. Okay. This is looking okay. I hate this. No. Okay. I'll do it differently. Instead of creating this as a height. Yeah, so top spacing is going to be, because I don't have the this is hilarious. I don't have top. I don't have the shadow, which really bothers me. Content container style, and I will say padding top is going to be this guy here. And margin top is going to be minus this one. Okay. Yes, I think it's way better now. Okay. And let's move the things. So author, we can use a transform, and we can translate on the x-axis. Interpolate, again the same thingy. Interpolate, bam. Okay, but if you move to the next one, I would like to move it on the right. So I'll say width, and otherwise is minus width, and 0. And I think we can do it like this. So now it should move. Look. Yeah, I know, maybe in the other way around, right? So if we move to the right, it should what? This doesn't make sense. So if you move on the left, you basically increase the index. So you are in this side, so you need to move the text negatively. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. What bothers me now? We could have done it actually differently. So we could do it in two different ways, and I think it's better because we don't need to position things absolute. So we could have created like a scroll view that's going to be horizontal, and inside it we are going to render this view as a row where we render all the items, and we justify the content to the flex start basically, so everything is going to start from here, and we actually animate that view by index multiplied by the width. So we are going to give this to each individual author the width as the width of the screen, so we can it's yeah, you could have done it differently. yeah. And we could have also done it using another flat list and trigger a scroll to it's yeah, we could listen to this event and scroll to this list by the X offset. I think, yeah, we could have done it in multiple ways. Yeah, okay. Actually, you know what? We don't actually need to scale the container. We can actually translate Y, the container, and we could have translated 20 pixels downwards if you are not selected, otherwise 0. So you see, we could have done it even more, so maybe 40. Look, you see? What's happening here? Yeah, I think it's better now. Okay, and one thing is that now I would like, so when I'm in the middle, I would like to make everything disappear. So instead of -1, I would like 0.5. Oh, not this one. We have opacity. So the backdrop image is no, the author image. So here instead of 0.1, I will say 0.5. So now they are going to disappear faster. We see. Epic. This is actually looking quite nice, guys. Yeah, I think it's okay. Okay. The chat is so empty. Nobody has questions. So I think we did it. Let's try on the Android. I'm not going to do the 100 wallpapers or whatever was what was here. Like no. I think the animation is they also have a different. Maybe it has a border, right? Yeah, Android looks great. I think what we can do. I don't really like the. There is not. No. It's an animated image. So, can we add? If I add here a border width of 2 and the border color of white, and yes, and I believe that we can lower down the opacity. So it's going to be RGBA 255, 0 point maybe 1. And the border width is going to be 1. Yeah, I think in this way, you see, it's like it's adding just a little bit. It's like you can. I'm not even sure if you can see it on the live stream, but it's definitely adding something to it. Maybe even if I'm doing it dark as well, it's going to add like a little bit of separation between the image and the background, because I believe the shadow is not enough for some reason. Yeah, the shadow is not enough. The snapping, you mean this one? Yeah. This is Android, man. It's like I think this is how everything looks on an MBA on Android. But I think it's decent. It's decent. It's decent. I'm not even sure if this emulator is like a real. I have some Android device here, but yeah. Like a nice thing is to also get the oh, because now I've added the border and it's actually increasing the width. Okay, so what if I'm adding this border here? Do we see it? Yes, we still do see it. Okay. But we need to subtract it. Oh man, this border -2 and -2. Okay. No. This is actually. Why do we display those? Snap. Yeah, I don't know why is this happening. Is maybe -1. Yeah, for some reason the border it's actually adding to the width of the. Weird. Yes, for some reason. No, not really. Do we have any margins somewhere? Or do I need to do it like this, right? I think it's related to the. It's definitely -2. So where is it's losing some spacing, and the reason is because snap to interval. Maybe I need to add it here. It should not be like this. The border. It's slide width plus spacing, and we have some and maybe here plus spacing. Is this still adding? If I refresh it. Yeah, for some reason it's adding some pixel somewhere. I don't know why, but for some reason, man, this is. Let's do it more. So for how long am I streaming here? 1 hour and 15 minutes over time. But yeah, what I actually wanted to say is that I believe a good thing is to actually calculate the status bar based on whatever you're adding. So status, I'm not sure if you can do it right away. So bar style, yeah, it's not going to calculate, right? It's not going to calculate. No. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave it as a light content for now. But basically, if the background is too light, you should have a dark status bar. Otherwise, it's dark. So you need to get like the. I'm not even sure if the average color has something to do with. But yeah. Yeah, I think the result it's pretty good. It bothers me because the backdrop image is I should maybe increase the blur a bit, because yeah, I think and also the opacity should be lowered, maybe 0.7 or something, maybe 0.5. No, it's too much. 0.7. Just a subtle touch, maybe one more. No, it's okay. 0.8 maybe. Yeah. So I think it's okay. It looks decent. It looks decent. If you wanna give it a try, let's start Expo Start, and you can scan this QR code from this page. Let me see if this is working on my device. Yeah, so it should load. It's going to load. You see, it's working on my device. So you don't need to be on the same network, basically. So you can give it a try. You can also give it a try on an Android device. So if you have an Android device, you can also give it a try. But for some reason, it's losing some pixels. This is driving me nuts. Padding. How am I doing it here? Padding horizontal. It's just spacing, right? Interesting. Padding horizontal. Image width plus spacing multiplied by 2. No. Padding horizontal plus spacing multiplied by 2. Interesting. No, this is wrong. I don't like the gap, the gap, it's really what drives this animation. See, okay, and the snap should be like this. Okay, now we should not lose the index, but it's still losing it, it's like it's still losing it. It's still losing it. So we have the width minus slide width. But this is wrong. It should not be divided by 2, right? And we should remove the spacing. So if I refresh now, map of undefined. So this is adding everything all together, right? So this is the edge. You see the edge? The edge is not there. Why? +1, +2. What's actually happening? Oh no, you see the edge? Why is this? Do I have the border? The border width, it's actually increasing, right? But still though, I'm subtracting it. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a background color. I'm gonna say padding 1 or padding 2. This is going to create this thingy. Okay. Okay, and I'm also going to add this to the image itself. Okay, that's great. And I'm gonna bring back the. Okay, this is actually better. Okay, so now pairing horizontal divided by 2. I think now it should be fine. Yes. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you know what I'm thinking. I was thinking about, but anyway, or what I did, but yeah. How I've created the snap carousel. Just using snap to interval, deceleration rate, and make it horizontal. Pretty much. Data map. Okay, but why? Is this actually a thing? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 devices connected, which is great. I've just reloaded your devices. Hopefully you're fine with it. It should not be spacing multiplied by 2. The reason is that I'm actually using gap, and gap it's actually adding only between items, right? With flash list. Yes, I think this should work with flash list. I don't see. I think I have flash list installed. Let's give it a try. Flash list. Do I have flash list? No. Let's install flash list. Ban, expo, install, Shopify, flash list. I think it should work with flash list as well. I don't see the reason why you should use a flash list here. Maybe because of memory consumption, but so let's create here flash list, animated flash list. It's an animated, create animated component by a flash list. Okay, so we have flash list. So instead of animated dot flat list, this should be a flash list. And oh, the gap is not working. You need to take into account the gap, but I think the estimated item size, it's slide width. Does not support content container style. You see, there are some small issues. Only supports padding. Let's remove all the things that it's complaining about. You pass style this slide. Okay, let me remove the style as well. Fuck. And now we're not getting the on scroll event. Are we getting it? Content offset. Okay. This on scroll event is not triggered. Do they do something? Flash list. Read the documentation on scroll. On scroll. This event isn't a secret on scroll event from the JavaScript layer, but works with native method on draw and okay. On scroll, what? On scroll is not triggered. React Native Reanimated flash list on scroll event. Okay. Have you tried reading this paragraph 3.12? Well, I'm not on 3.12, unfortunately. So it seems that there was a bug inside Reanimated. So yeah, I'm using 3.10. So yeah, for some reason, until then, you can install this nightly build and install a patch. There is a patch. This patch. Let's see the patch. No, I don't want to download it. I cannot see the patch. No, man. Yeah, for some reason. Oh, I can use the use native. Maybe let's edit. And we can pass a ref. Const aref, it's use animated ref. Animated ref. Oh yeah, animated flash. Doesn't matter, right? What's this guy here? Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Animated props. Flash list. Any. It's complaining. Doesn't matter. Oops. Get tag is not a function. Okay. Okay. B.call is not a function. Yeah, for some reason, maybe I'm gonna. Yeah, so this is not working with flash list. Anyway, for now. Yeah, sorry. Sorry for Khan to fail on you. This is not working with flash list so far. Is this remote reloading thing works without expo? No, this is actually expo. So this is how it's working. There are quite a lot of devices as far as I can see, which is great. How does this QR work? Well, you see, I have started an ngrok server that's actually hosting the JavaScript bundle. So you can access it from outside. Guys, I think that's it. Most probably I'm gonna make this available on animate.reactnative.com. If you're not a subscriber, please consider becoming one. There are quite a lot of animations that you can use. Like, I don't know, this one was added today. Yeah, so there are quite a lot of animations. Some of them are already available as video tutorials on this YouTube channel. Others are just available for you in code. So there are quite a lot of animations that you can choose from and learn from and use them in your existing applications. And yeah, I'm gonna leave the comment here. Otherwise, as always, it was a nice live stream. Really happy with the result. We did quite a lot of things. And expect a new video to come tomorrow on this YouTube channel. If you are already a member of this channel, you are going to be able to see it already. It's available for you. Otherwise, tomorrow is going to be scheduled to make it publicly available to everyone. And yeah, if you have any source of inspiration for me, you can go ahead on this link, animatereactnative.com/inspiration, and share any suggestions or any animations that you like me to go through and start coding them on a live stream session. So yeah, is this one. Otherwise, feel free to follow me on Twitter. It's Miron Cătălin, the handler. Otherwise, guys, see you in the next one. It was a really pleasure for me. I hope that you've enjoyed it. You've learned something new. You are happier now. I don't know. I could transfer everything to you, like in terms of happy energy and everything. I'm really happy that I'm healthy again. I don't have a sore throat and I'm okay. I'm not on antibiotics anymore, and I'm happy to code and do this live streaming thing again. And yeah, I don't know. Leave down below a comment what you like me to see code next, and I don't know, anything related to live programming and whatnot. Otherwise, guys, see you in the next live streaming session, and don't forget to check this channel tomorrow. Is going to be a new video of